Hello guys, there's a fan, his name is Mick McCormick, is asking if UFO and aliens are real. I guess the answer is obvious, but let's give him the opinions on that.
Bro, are you blind? We literally got a damn alien sitting right here, talking.
I believe Mr. McCormick thinks that Frankie is an actor.
Honestly, I always wanted to be an actor. It's one of the most fascinating things to do on this planet. Imagine being celebrated for embodying different identities, for making others believe in a story. That takes real talent.
It's not that difficult if you identify with the character you are playing.
Did you identify with your characters as an actress?
Yeah, how was it to be, what was it? The hot receiver?
Well, most of the movies are about sex, but I've worked for some productions that treated it more like an actual film. So there were scenes where I played roles like a prison guard, a military general, or a stewardess, and I had my parts in it.
Yeah, I've seen all three of them. Super Agent License to was the name of the trilogy.
Really? How many Amanda's movies you seen?
I think all of them.
Oh, thanks, Luke. You're a real fan. I love it.
Well, I've seen some too.
Who hasn't? She was one of the biggest stars in the internet is still full of her movies.
Okay guys, focus. The topic is about aliens, not about Amanda's career. Hello there.
I appreciate when someone sees me as human. Then, when they overlook my appearance and simply treat me as one of their own. That's, to me, it's true acceptance.
I suppose the image of aliens has become somewhat normalized. People have an expectation of what an alien should look like. So when they actually see one, they're not as shocked anymore.
Some people do surgeries to look like you. I've seen that guy who has tattooed his eyes black, implanted titanium pieces in his face and head to look like an alien. That's kinda sick. Well, it makes you unique. People are turning after you. This guy has 800k followers on Instagram.
What the hell? People will do anything for attention, I swear.
Man, I've seen plenty of UFOs. They be landing in Mexico like every damn week. People say it's got something to do with the Mayans, like they created some kind of space portal or some shit.
Yes, I've heard about that. Some ancient civilizations were communicating with aliens thousands of years ago. There are even theories that they helped shape human development.
India too has plenty of evidence of extraterrestrial encounters. But honestly, if an alien landed there, I doubt anyone would care. India is a place where you see all kinds of weird looking people. It's a land of contrast. Some of the most stunning women in the world live there. And at the same time, you'll come across some of the most eccentric and surreal looking individuals you've ever seen.
So
no, an alien wouldn't be the main attraction. People would be far more excited to spot a Bollywood star or some influencer. But an alien, just another face in the crowd. Same thing in Jamaica, man. They don't land in the cities, always in some remote area, where most people are high anyway. My cousin had a wheat field in the mountains, and one day a UFO just landed right there. He couldn't believe his eyes, thought he was just tripping. He only realized it was real the next morning when he woke up and the UFO was still parked in his field.
And aliens? Has he seen aliens too?
Yeah, man. He even took a picture of them. I got it on my phone, look.
They are high as
Oh my god, are they okay?
For real, bro. They stayed on my cousin's farm for 3 whole days. Just smoking weed and chilling. They didn't even want to leave, but my cousin started worrying they'd finish off his whole crop. So real party, dude. And trust me, that wasn't even the first time.
I even partied with aliens once. We were at this bar in Veracruz, waiting to drop off some goods, coming in from Panama. The CIA was supposed to pick them up in the parking lot. At some point, this dude walks in. Tall, kinda like Frankie here, but with a weird accent. He looked like a tiny human and asked if he could have a drink with us. Me and my 2 homies, who were also drivers, said sure. After the first 3 rounds, the little dude leans in and says he needs to tell me something. For a second, I thought he was about to say some weird gay shit, but nah. Dude straight up pulls the skin off his face and tells me he's an alien working for the US government. And get this, he's the one picking up the truck. I tell him, well, we got 3 trucks. And he just points over to a group of 4 dudes playing pool. Those are my colleagues, he says. All aliens. It felt weird, but we were already having a good time. That little dude was doing longer lines than Pablo at his peak. We handed them the keys, and then he goes, "So should we keep this party going?" I said, "Hell yeah." Business was done. I had a few drinks in me, a couple lines, and there were some fine mamacitas already checking us out.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, man, we had a hell of a night. Ended up in a room with 12 people, 4 dudes and 8 chicks. We had everything. Food, booze, drugs, and plenty of
That sounds like a party I'd definitely join. Every guy would join. That sounds like a dream.
That's disgusting. You dudes think only about drinking, smoking, and f***ing.
doing drugs too, my dear.
Even more disgusting.
Why disgusting? That's normal, man. When you go to a party, don't you drink? Don't you try to hook up with the fine girl? You never done a line or 2?
Of course not. Losers act like this. What's the point of getting hammered and then
Everything. That's the best way to live.
Look, I like to party too, but I don't like to get wasted.
Drinking in moderation is fine. A few drinks are normal. Seeking the company of a woman is normal. Even having a line or 2 also normal. The key is balance.
Really, Akito? I wouldn't have expected you to have such a progressive view on drug consumption.
We Asians are good at maintaining appearances. We always act politely, and we don't do these things openly. But in every major Asian city, access to all these kind of substances is plentiful. The laws are strict, yes, but the nightlife is structured intelligently. Private clubs offer exclusive experiences, and in many parts of Asia, prostitution is legal. Alcohol is never a problem, and if you know the right people and the right places, drugs aren't either. Of course, everything in moderation. Having fun once in a while is fine, but if your day depends on it, no thank you.
Did you also party with aliens, Akito?
I haven't partied with aliens, but I have done business with them. They are developing massive cities in China and have strong relationships with the Communist Party. They are also operating in Singapore, Japan, and Thailand. I even met a lovely elderly alien couple in Cambodia. They run a small bed and breakfast deep in the jungle. Very kind people.
What kind of business did you do in the middle of the jungle?
Pharmaceutical research centers exist in almost every major jungle. Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, and in Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Nepal, and Laos.
Oh, I know these kind of research centers. They be cooking up the finest drugs in those places.
And it's not just illegal substances, you know, Tony, but pharmaceutical companies also seek rare compounds for disease treatment. These jungles contain exotic plants and animals with properties that can heal conditions affecting the Western world. I used to own 3 laboratories. I sold venoms from spiders, snakes, and rare plants to European pharmaceutical companies. They use them to develop treatments for dementia, heart attack, and strokes.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Venoms are also widely used in the beauty industry.
But is venom considered a natural product?
Yes, it's natural.
Wow, for what do they use it?
They help reduce wrinkles and enhance skin fairness. There are synthetic alternatives, but natural venoms are highly valued in luxury brands.
That's interesting.
Frankie, do you guys have venoms? Like, is there some animal so venomous that it can kill?
Yes, there are animals and plants on this planet that could kill a human in a second. But in the grand scale of universe, Earth is far from the most dangerous place.
Why only humans?
I've already told you, on my planet, all life exists in perfect symbiosis. No being seeks to harm another. Death is almost always the result of a tragic accident. And when it happens, the entire planet enters a period of mourning. Even our surface, the equivalent of your skin, is protected by bionic creams that instantly neutralize venom with an anti-venom response.
Whoa, that's awesome. I totally love to have that cream. Sounds like something out of a superhero movie.
However, the same cream would likely be lethal to you humans. You depend on bacteria, microbes, and countless microscopic organisms to survive. Our nanotech would perceive those as foreign invaders and eradicate them instantly. And in the process, it would probably start dismantling your bodies too. A tragic miscalculation.
That sounds magic.
There are many things in this universe that your species would consider magic, simply because they defy your current understanding of science.
My dad's really into space exploration. He runs a company that launches satellites and has big plans to send humans to other planets so we can live there.
Who's your dad?
People say my dad's the billionaire Elon Musk. I've never met him, but my mom had an affair with him once.
You're Milan's son?
I think so. My mom wrote him a letter once, but he never replied.
Can you do some DNA test?
For that, I'd need his DNA sample. But like getting one would be impossible.
We should follow him for a couple days, figure out his routines, then wait for the right moment, jump his ass, throw a shopping bag over his head, and snatch him up to get the sample.
Dude, have you seen the bodyguards he has? Yeah, one of my cousins used to work as a bodyguard for the guy. But then his ex cheated on him with my cousin, so he got fired. Mad thing!
Is every man in your family addicted to choo-choo? You guys get in trouble for the ladies a lot.
Yeah, man, that's just how we McMasters are. We can't help it. It's in our blood. And guess what? One of my cousins even slept with an alien.
For real?
Really crazy.
How did that happen?
It was a hot Saturday afternoon at the beach. My cousin was just chilling under the coconut tree, smoking a spliff, taking a little nap. Next thing, this fine alien chick walks up to him and asks him if she can have a puff. So they start smoking together, talking, vibing, and then suddenly he feels she grabbed his...
Okay, Lloyd, we can imagine which part she grabbed.
Well, you know. They ended up doing it right there on the beach. But after that, he passed out completely. When he woke up, she was gone. And some damn tourists were taking pictures of him laying there naked.
You serious?
That's embarrassing.
I guess he doesn't know from which planet she was.
Bro, my cousin smokes so much weed, half the time he doesn't even remember his own name.
As for the aliens living here, many have unfortunately adopted human vices. I know aliens who drink, smoke, take drugs, some even struggle with addiction to sex and pornography. So, no, I'm not surprised by these stories. I find them unfortunate, but I don't doubt them.
But you, Frankie, do you have many alien friends here?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of aliens. We go for a beer once a week.
What about the girlfriend?
Personally, I don't believe in monogamy. I have no girlfriend. I'm a proud bisexual swinger.
Nice.
When I first arrived on Earth, I met an incredibly passionate woman from Colombia. She was wild, exhilarating, but after a few months, I found myself restless, trapped in routine. So I pursued another partner, then another eventually. I met a man, and that's when I realized I'm attracted to both.
And how did you become a swinger?
One of my lovers took me to a gay orgy in Amsterdam. It was my first experience with group sex, and it changed my perspective forever. That was the moment I understood I could never accept the confidence of monogamy.
What a story. Well, I have also experienced an orgy, but only heterosexual, of course. In fact, when I'm home, I live with my 6 wives, and we often enjoy each other's company all together.
Yo, let's not talk about this anymore. I'm starting to feel something in my pants. And this ain't gonna end well. I need to cool down. You know what I mean? And now I'm starting to get the idea, so let's change the subject before this conversation takes a dangerous turn.
I'm wet since 15 minutes, guys.
Oh my god.
Should we?
Guys, come on, really? You talk about an orgy for 2 minutes and you are all losing your
I don't.
We know you don't.
I totally love to go to an orgy. Where can I sign up? If it's with aliens, that's fine. But only the female ones. I'm not sure I'm ready to see any naked guys.
At first, I felt discomfort. Not because of the experience itself, but because of the way your society had classified me. When I arrived, Swedish authorities identified me as male. From that moment on, everyone assumed I should only be with women. So that's where I started. But then I realized it was a trap. Your biological sex doesn't dictate who you will find pleasure with.
I'm also bisexual. I had sex with many women.
For women, it seems more socially acceptable to be intimate with each other. But if 2 men do the same, suddenly it's viewed differently.
Yeah, 'cause the ladies ain't hairy. They're soft, smooth, kissable, perfect. Meanwhile, that nasty. Especially if you don't wash it for a day or 2.
Honestly, if you don't wash a choo-choo for a day or 2, it's way worse than a I had to work with some real nasty chicks, but I had to keep it professional.
Oh my god, that's gross. Yeah, I don't wanna know these things.
Did you have a scene with an alien?
No, not really. You're the first alien I've met. Although, there is one hot alien, Gemma B. That's her name. If I stayed in the business, I would have definitely done a scene with her at some point.
Wow, I would love to see that.
Look, bro, you got enough cash to have any 2 make out right in front of you, with full participation. Matter of fact, you could book the 10 best in the game and be right in the middle of it, man.
I could?
Look, absolutely you can.
I can set it up for you, bro. But only if I get to join it too.
I never thought about it.
And yet, you're always complaining about no. I don't get it. You got more money than all of us combined, and somehow you still struggle to get choo-choo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going much out.
But let's be real. But you can order anything online these days. If you want an experience, just visit an escort site. It's like online shopping. Pick the site, browse the selection, add to cart, pay, and on the agreed date, your order arrives at your doorstep. And I'll bring pizza.
Bro, you better not even show up. The boy ain't gonna get what he paid for if you're around.
Why? Why are you saying that?
You a choo-choo pro, man. You know how to handle women. You know what to do with them. Now, if you get 10 porn stars in a room with one who knows what he's doing and one who don't, who you think gonna have more fun?
Alright. Fine. I'll just supervise. I won't even take off my pants.
You don't believe your own words, Lloyd.
Even I don't believe that.
Okay, you called me. Luke, say something, man. You need a partner for the orgy or what?
Well, first of all, I don't know anything about orgies.
Yeah, I think someone here is already getting excited just at the thought of it.
Yeah, there's nothing happening. It was just an idea.
For Lloyd, only the idea of choo-choo makes him lose his mind.
He's a healthy male. Maybe too healthy.
But can I book also Gemma B?
Absolutely. It will cost you, but you can.
As for her, she might have a full schedule. But if you book early enough, it just might work.
Okay, so we will book Jenna B for Luke, and now we close up this episode. DJ Dashado, do your thing.